Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's always nice to do a video after a Manchester United win. And it was a very good win against Southampton at that. A win that we should be proud of. Too many people are looking for negativity with Man United, wanting Ten Hag to be sacked, wanting certain players to not be part of the team. And even when we win, there are still people who look for faults, try and find mistakes from players, try and find players that are not in the firing line and simply say that they're not good enough or they haven't performed because of small things that might bother them. But if you're a true United fan, you are here through thick and thin. You are here through the bad times, and of course, you are here when the good times are around. And against Southampton, the game started in a very peculiar fashion. But we expected Southampton to be confident on the ball because in their previous games, they dominated possession. In the Premier League alone, they're only second to Manchester City in terms of the way that they play the ball from out. And at times, in certain games, they had a higher possession than Manchester City. And against us, we could see the evidence of the way that they do play. However, let's start by the penalty. Delo, let's be honest, was being skinned by Dudley on the right left-hand side. But I think as the game went on, especially after Onana saved the penalty, which was a very good save, if I have to be honest. I didn't have hope for him to save the penalty. Other than the one penalty save in the Champions League, Onana doesn't really give you great goalkeeper vibes. And of course, he will improve, can improve. Most goalkeepers, are in their prime, close to their 30s, and of course, after their 30s. So Onana will get better. And if he is here by that time, in terms of his age, then I'm sure Onana will become an even better number one for Manchester United. But after that save, we certainly kicked on from there. And immediately scoring after that, with De Ligt getting a header, his first goal for Manchester United, surely we took control of the game after that. It became much more difficult for Southampton because they had to start chasing to get the ball, and we were able to control the game with the ball. And when we didn't have the ball, our defensive structure certainly gave Southampton a very difficult time in terms of how they were going to play through us because we certainly switched it up from that Liverpool game. There weren't many gaps in midfield. We weren't giving the ball away. And yes, it was Casemiro who made those mistakes in the Liverpool game. But in this particular game, players were much closer to each other when we had the ball. There was moments where I could see players telling where they need to be, calling each other back in order to play a certain pass to allow us to get through the way Southampton were trying to press us. Credit to Rashford as well, having a very good game and getting a goal, ending his goal drought. A goal that is reminiscent of what he always does, cutting inside and shooting, which is one of his very big strengths. So having him score, is a bit of confidence for him as well. And of course, in the second half, Garnacho yet again coming on, making an impact, playing well and scoring a goal. He was very much part of the red card that Jack Stevens got, which was a red card. Let's be honest, you cannot be tackling and lifting yourself off the ground and launching yourself into someone's legs, let alone their knees, studs up. That's a pure red card if ever I've seen one. So if people are complaining about the red card, they're just bitter. Especially after Liverpool lost. A lot of the Liverpool fans were saying, oh, it's only Southampton. Oh, we won you guys at Old Trafford. We won you 3-0. But that happened. It's in the past. They were supposed to beat Nottingham Forest. I could go on and talk about how bad Liverpool are all this time because in that game against us, I said it. I didn't say it on camera, but I did say it in my previous video that they simply capitalized on our mistakes like any good team would do. They didn't create clear-cut chances to win us and they weren't dominating us with the ball. No, we played a good game against Liverpool. We just were making mistakes and were punished for it. But against Southampton, we were much, much better. And we need to build on that now. We need to ensure that having those good defensive and attacking performances like we did against Southampton, that it continues to happen. We have Barnsley coming up next, then Crystal Palace, Aston Villa and Spurs still to come. And those are games that are going to be tough. Aston Villa, yes, we might have won them both times home and away last season, but it was difficult games and they are a much better team right now. They have improved. And you look at Crystal Palace, the last time we played them at Selhurst Park, we got dominated and we lost 4-0. Casemiro having arguably one of the worst performances of his career. So in that particular regard, we need to do better. It's good to have a 3-0 win away from home, keep a clean sheet. The last time we done that was against Everton when Garnacho scored that bicycle kick. And that in itself was a very good away performance. And for us to do it again shows that there is progress. A lot of people don't want to admit that Ten Hag is actually progressing the team, that we are improving as a football team. And with the likes of Euro to come back, Shaw to come back, Hoyland to come back, and even Mason Mount, we are going to have strength in depth and we will be able to rotate even more. Therefore, against Barnsley, when I do my preview, you will see that there will be certain changes which I would like to make. And I hope that Ten Hag does make those changes for quite a few reasons. And against Southampton, the likes of De Ligt had a very good performance. Off the ball, defensively, excellent. And with the ball, even better because of him breaking the lines that Southampton were trying to make. And of course, pressing forward with the ball, progressing the ball forward from defense, not standing at the back and filling up his passing stats like a Harry Maguire. Let's be honest. He basically does what he does when he has the ball and progresses it forward, just like Lisandro Martinez has. And I hope that the two of them are fit for Crystal Palace at the weekend because they are our first choice centre-back pairing. When Euro comes back, he will compete for a position at centre-back like the likes of Maguire are doing. But let's be real, Maguire is not going to start ahead of Matthias de Ligt unless we play the likes of a Barnsley or there's injuries to the defense that we have suffered from last season. But let's be also real. We need to be consistent. It's good winning 3-0 away from home. It's good winning Southampton, keeping a clean sheet, having a good performance. But we need to be consistent in it. We need to continually have good performances. And if we do that, the results will come on its own. So that was a very good performance. An arguable shout, which is Ahmad for a man of the match, creating the most chances in the game and locking down that right wing position for his own and for himself. And I hope that he can kick on from that and have a very good season since the way his season has started. It shows that there is massive potential for him to have a world-class season already just by the way that he performs. When he has the ball, he's a threat. When he doesn't have the ball, he finds himself in spaces that is a threat to the opposition. And he's very, very good at making decisions when he has the ball. He knows when to take on his man. He knows when to delay play. He knows when to try and take a shot. He knows when to find one of his teammates. And he just has a very, very good intelligence rate when he is playing for Manchester United. And I am only proud of what he has become because of many people that have wrote him off in previous seasons. But a 3-0 win, very good. I am happy for that. We have to celebrate the Manchester United wins. Too much negativity around Manchester United, whether we lose and sometimes even more when we win, which is so weird, doesn't make sense. And as a United fan, you just can't win, let alone Ten Hag and the players. When we lose, there's criticism and it's serious criticism. And if it is fair, then it's fair. And when we win, it seems like people go and find certain mistakes and find things that is a problem to them and want to air it out and say, oh, that's wrong. Oh, Delo was bad. But Delo literally was probably one of our best players on the pitch, being involved in everything and getting an assist for Garnacho's goal. So we are too quick to attack certain players when the players that we want to attack are having good games. We need to be much more open-minded and look at the bigger picture and see what Ten Hag, Manchester United and Omar Barada and co are trying to build for the future. Let's subscribe to the channel, drop a like. We'll speak again soon when we do the preview for Barnsley, which is tomorrow. The games are coming quick and fast, but we knew that was going to happen. Ten Hag spoke about the fixture pile-up, but we need to be ready for these games regardless of when they do come. Subscribe to the channel, as I said before. I appreciate the love and support. Till we see each other again soon, Red Devils. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.